welcome back to another video. Today we're continuing the series where we take a Tycoon kit made way in the past. Alright guys, we started out with Zednov's Tycoon kit, but I think I'm gonna switch it to one called Robo's Tycoon kit. It has a lot more stuff in it, but definitely a lot more work to be done. So we're not gonna focus on the kit today. We're gonna focus on getting some of this blackout to an actual reality. And today we're at very least gonna do the weapons room. So I built this little guy right here and this right here in Blender. Yeah, I didn't really make a whole video on that, but I did record it, so here's a little footage. Alright, anyways, today we're actually gonna make this blackout turn into a reality. So I'm gonna grab all of these, and I think they're gonna be just as tall, if not a little taller, than this guy right here. Let me grab that, and then our F3X, where is that? Perfect. Scale, there we go, and now we can scale all of them up at once. Pretty cool. And I think I'm gonna duplicate them, scale them up again, and then scale that up, let me see, to there, and we'll change that to this dark gray color. There we go. Now let's get rid of F3X. That's about the only thing I use that plugin for. Now this, how do we want to make it a little better? This is cool, but it's like too bare, so maybe we'll add a window or something. Back to F3X. Scale this down, maybe here, and then we'll duplicate it. This part will be a window. There we go. Let's grab all of these. We'll duplicate those and move them up as you... Oh gosh, which one is it? This one, I think? Yeah, there we go. So now this centerpiece will be a window. Let's grab these, scale them now up quite a bit. And should we do another window set at the top? It wouldn't really... Yeah, we're gonna do that too. So let's grab this one. I want them to be the same width, just to kind of have that familiar feel, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Let's do Control D, bring those up to the top. Right there looks good. And of course, now we have these kind of Z fighting. So let's just drag those down for a second, put these on the top, and then we will fix the window panels. All right, there we go. Now, guys, my biggest problem with doing a build like this is I always make things gray and black and neon, right? And that's just not that much color variation. So definitely got to figure out a little something else to do just to make sure we have more color variation and all that good stuff. But let's grab these windows, turn them to glass right there. Let's get a blue tint on them. Let's go cyan, and then of course transparency. We'll go to about right here. I think actually looks pretty cool. Now, of course, the more detail, the better. So we need to make an outline for the windows, or sort of a border type thing. Yo, I completely just kind of took myself away with the building. So yeah, here's where we're at right now, guys. We've got these windows along with the borders. I don't know exactly what I want to do with this wall yet, because it does kind of fight right here with the window, and it doesn't really look that great. Not that I think anyone playing the game would be like, oh, this wall looks horrible, but it's kind of throwing me for a loop. And then, excuse me, then I added a little design right here, which I think looks pretty cool. And then, of course, the window on the top. Now what I want to do is probably add in some particles and figure some stuff out, because these, these little ball things, definitely going to be in the walkway. Because, of course, I want the player to be able to walk around this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to keep these on the ground. I don't know. Let me see. Because they're not a full ball. I cut the bottoms off, so it's kind of weird to just have them floating. Alright, so maybe I'll have one in the front. What if I just had them coming off the sides like this? Get rid of the base, put this against the ground, and then they're just kind of filling off the sides. I think I'll do it like that. Because then they don't take up as much room, but you still get the idea of them, which is pretty nice. Alright, so I'm thinking something like that, guys. Let me go ahead and anchor everything. Workspace, anchor, and let me spawn in and check it out sizing-wise. Look at this. This is actually going to be a pretty big Tycoon, because you're going to go in it right here, and this is just the first floor. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, it's still going to be awesome. Let's hop on into the weapons room. Now, this is how you're going to get your weapons. I'm going to turn this little force field object to can collide off, and you'll walk in and probably pick up the weapon automatically. I don't know how many weapons or how this room is going to be structured yet, because I did leave it as a weird shape. And this is a window, so I'll probably have weapon, weapon, maybe 2 over here and 1 over here, who knows, and then of course something to fill in the space right here. Now, can we walk around this whole thing? We most definitely can. I don't see any Z fighting, which is awesome. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. It gets a little tight back here, but other than that, it's okay. Heck yeah, dude. All right, so I think what's up next is I'm going to make pretty much the same exact windows I did here on this, and then it'll have like pillars between, like these bars between it though. I didn't think that was necessary for this one. So I'll do that window. I'll get some sort of a wall design done, I think, and we'll see where we're at from there. Yo, the wall design actually is pretty sick. I really like this. I just used some thin wedges, and I think it gives a cool look that I haven't seen in too many Roblox games. So we have that. Up next, I kind of, oh yeah, and the window, of course, a little window over there. It's all good. Up next, we have this kind of ugly extrusion. I don't know what to call it, but that's the next thing we're gonna get rid of. My cardinal rule, don't use unions on Roblox, is gonna be broken right now, because that's the only way that I know how to get rid of this, unless we filled in the inside with a bunch of parts, which I don't think is gonna be any more optimized. So without further ado, let me block out all of this stuff just like that, and now I have this union and this one. So what I'm gonna do is negate this guy right here, grab this one, and then I'm gonna union the two together. And as you can see, boom, we no longer have all that ugliness unless we look like down here. But now we can just grab these and drag them down to meet up with the actual base plates, and we'll be all good. It looks like two of them right there. Cool. So right there, guys, we just go around, grab all of these. Come on. And last one. Now we do have these very little spots, like for example this, and over here this, but I think I'm gonna build like a wall behind the slopes, if that makes sense. So I guess I'll just go ahead and do that real quick. And I think after you finish the slope wall, because I don't know exactly how I'm setting up the buttons yet, so I don't know if it's gonna be by wall level 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then when you buy the 4th one, this automatically comes with it. That's probably how it'll be, or maybe it'll be in sets of 2, by wall 1, by wall 2. Something like that, guys, but nonetheless, this wall will be behind it, and that is going to help from the outside view of not looking ugly. Now I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that and rotate it, and we're going to put one over here as well. Just like that, we'll line it up with the outside here, and it looks like this one's going to have to be just a little bit thicker. Perfect. Make sure we're not fighting. We are a little bit right here. Let's move that back. All right, and I think that works. So, the weapons room so far is looking pretty sick, guys. Let me figure out what I'm going to do next. Probably put these around and find a texture for the ground. And you know what? I might have a special guest appearance today. If Threesto's available, I'm gonna see if he wants to hook me up with some particles. Alright guys, so we have some, I almost said particles. We have some textures on here. I decided to change this to wood to really break up the colors, and then we added some textures here and here. Threesto is not available, he's not around and not home, but he will be later on this week, so maybe a future episode he can hop on in. I'd still say go subscribe to him, guys. He's really goated, really good at building, really good with particles, all that good stuff. But I need to do this wall, and I don't think I want to keep normal doorways because that's pretty boring, so I'm gonna try to make some arch doorways using Archimedes and hoping for the best. You know what? That might be a horrible idea. Let me go into Blender. Yes, I started by making the floors of the Tycoon out of meshes, but I thought about it and I was like, yo, parts are not going to snap too well to those, so I kind of cut that idea. Anyways, if we go in here and I just grab, let's say, a cube, all right, and then I add a loop cut in the middle, we'll say 2 of them. Let's grab this. I think this will just be a lot better than Archimedes if I can get it to line up. So something like this, grab these 2 lines and bevel. It is an arch, not really a good one, but this is the idea for it. I'm gonna just do it with 1 and bevel 1, because that would make a better arch. Yeah, definitely. And then we'll grab these 2 tops. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's make it the height we want first. I just want this to be like an addition that you add on to the pre-existing doorway. So something like this. It could probably be a little more dramatic. Yeah, I guess that'll work. And then of course shade smooth and auto smooth just to get rid of those lines in here. And now we can import it to Studio and try to get it lined up. Alright guys, so we have it in Roblox now, and I kept it the same cube size, so hopefully we can scale it down and it'll work. Now, what I'm gonna do, scale this, let's grab it, put it here, and now let's see, can we get it to match up? We can! Perfect! Let's go! So, do we want our walls this thick? I feel like that's kind of thick. Let's go for, maybe it's not. That should be okay. Let's scale this out a little bit, bring it up some, like so, and then if we drag it up to the top, guys, look at that, we now have an arched doorway. Super nice. Now let's go ahead and just fix up this whole wall because it's kind of a mess, and I'll be back when we get it done and colored with some sort of design. I don't want to have this on every wall because I feel like there needs to be like an accent, you know? Honestly, this is my first studio build in a long time. Like, I've just been using Blender for the most part, but I'm pretty proud of how this is turning out. Next up, we're gonna add some lights. I do like this wall. It's pretty cool. I might need to add something onto these as well, but for now, I think it looks pretty alright. I also don't want to overcomplicate things. Now, in here, I'm gonna see if I should make these neon, just to sort of stick out a little bit better. We'll see if that works, and then after that, we're gonna start making some lights in here, because I can't have an indoor place with lighting, but no actual model for the light, if that makes sense. Yes, the neon is staying. If we bring the transparency down, we'll go like something like right there, guys. I think that looks really good. Up next, light models, and we'll see how that comes out. Sheesh, this thing is coming along really good, guys. So, check this out. I did do a little bit of free modeling, okay? But for a good reason. The assets, don't even worry about the assets. It's literally a circle, okay? It's not the reason I free modeled. Check this out, guys. This has a working light switch, and you could just put more in here, and you can turn the lights on and off. So that's really cool. And then this, I don't think I need to free model, but I got it for this script. So I will be like remaking the actual asset, but I'm stealing the script. Basically, all it does is rotates these two parts, which each have a spotlight in them, and as they rotate, it makes them go like this, and it looks pretty cool. However, it does rotate too fast for my liking, so rate 1 to 30. I think if I turn that up, it will go slower. So let me try that. Applying edits from scripts. Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully you don't have to click that like commit thing anymore, because I don't even know where that is. And then this, let me go ahead and change the color of this as well, because yeah, we need to go like darker. And then for this, we're going to do use part color, and we're going to make that not as dark, so it does stick out a little bit. In fact, some of like that whitish gray should work pretty good. Now guys, I should probably make this bigger as well, because it was kind of hard to click. All right, so here's how this works. I will have to hit up some of my friends and be like, hey bro, can you help me fix this? Because there's a couple things I want to do. Oh, I broke it. Or is it just rotating really, really slow? See guys, I edit one script and it's just broken. I'm so bad at this. But check this out, guys. Here's the light switch, which looks a little broken as well. Gosh, what the? Yeah, but the lights work. So they turn on and off, which is pretty cool. I want to have it so they're off when you join in, and you can turn them on over here. Who knows? And then this red thing, I'm gonna have to fully remake that. Alright guys, so I remade the light switch right here, and these emergency lights, I'm gonna see if it works. I tried to just transfer the scripts over. I doubt it will work, but if it does, I may feel like a scripting god. Even though I didn't touch the script, I forgot to anchor everything. Oh god. Now I did completely delete the free model emergency light, because I think there's going to be a better way that I can make the lights without as much lighting effect, if that makes sense. So maybe like a mesh or a red beam of some sorts that can rotate. All right, let's see. Oh, of course not. Okay, so I'll get that fixed up. And in the next video, I'll be able to show it off. It'll look so much better when I get the particles in. And of course, the weapons, which I've never made weapons before, maybe once. So those are going to be fun. Anyways, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. I am pretty excited with how this turned out. I'll definitely need to remake this switch because it looks ugly, and remake this light, as well as hit up some scripters and be like, hey, you want to help me with this little feature real quick? But guys, I'm super excited for how this is turning out. I'm also going to make this. Ooh, should I make this switch up? Okay, guys, I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Anyways, that is going to wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.